Okay, today we're going to try to make a charger for an old cell phone, right?
With a battery.
All right, what I got is this old iPhone with a charger, and I got this old car adapter. These things are pretty cheap. You can get them at the dollar store. I got this one when I first bought the phone, but if you don't have one, you can get them really cheap anywhere, just about. I like this one because it has a little bit of a light, so it lights up if it's getting power. So
Like working.
Yeah, if it's working. That way we know it works. All right, so if you're ever stuck somewhere and your phone is dead and the power's out, you don't have electricity, we're going to show you how you can charge your phone. All right, so we got a 9-volt battery. Now these little phone chargers here, this is what would normally plug into your lighter. It has two metal pieces on the side. So in order for electrical circuit to work, there has to be positive and negative charge. And so these ones on the side, these two things on the side, that's your negative, okay? And the button on the end, what's that, Deej?
That's positive.
That's the positive. So why don't you go ahead and take that charger, plug it into the phone. There's the other end. That's a USB. All right, so that's just the USB end of it, okay? Easy enough. All USB chargers are 5 volt. So all the USB adapters, any devices you have that go through USB, you know, like cell phones, iPads, iPods, all that stuff, they're going to be 5 volts. What we've got is a 9-volt battery. The cool thing about these adapters is that they're able to adjust. So if you have a 9-volt battery and a 5-volt device, the adapter will take care of that. It'll just work it out for you. So what we need, we get a negative and a positive on these 9-volt batteries. On a 9-volt battery, you'll notice there's a big end and a small end. So the big end is what, Deej?
The big end is negative.
Right. The big end is negative, so the small end is
Positive.
positive. So in order to get this to work, we need to take the negative end of the adapter and attach that to the negative end of the battery and the positive end to the positive end and so on. In order to do that, we need something metal. Metal is a very good conductor. So we're going to try it with paper clips. Paper clips are real easy. So a few minutes ago, we just took a couple old paper clips and just unraveled them, okay? So any old paper clip will work, as long as they're the metal ones. Make sure they're not the plastic ones. All right, let's start with the negative side. So the negative is these.
The lines on the side, if you look at it, then there's that.
Okay. And I got a little bit of electrical tape here just to try to hold it in place.
And the metal has to be touching the metal or it won't work.
The metal has to be touching the metal or it won't work. Hopefully that'll help hold it in place a little bit anyway. And that's it. So our battery, you want to try it? Our battery has a positive and negative end. Now we've got metal going from the negative end of our adapter. So let's try it out. And what you'll notice, if this works, is that the light on our adapter will start to light up. See how it lights up? You might not be able to see that very good, but you'll notice now the battery is coming on. So that's charging the phone right there now from that 9-volt battery. Okay, so that works pretty cool. Yeah, so we're charging a battery. We're charging this old cell phone, which is completely dead, with just a 9-volt battery. Now, that works pretty good. You might be able to get enough of a charge off of this 9-volt battery to make a text message or
A phone call.
or maybe a phone call or something in an emergency situation, but realistically it's not going to work very well. So there are other options, but check this out. Cordless drill, right? Most people probably have one of these at home, and if you don't, you can probably get your hands on one. If you can borrow one from a friend, a neighbor, whatever. Has a battery on the bottom. So let's take that battery right off. All right, how many volts is that, Deej?
20.
20 volts. So 20 volts is more than enough to charge our little 5-volt phone. And it's not going to fry the phone because, again, the adapter will take care of that. So it'll rectify the 20 volts down to 5 volts. So there's not going to be any problems there. Now what you'll notice, if you can see, I don't know if you can see that there or not, Alright, so you notice there's a whole bunch of slots, and that's the slots that plug into the drill. And you'll notice that on one side is a positive and on one side is a negative. And if you can see really closely on the inside there, what do you see on the inside of that, Deej?
The little metal things like there.
Yeah. So those metal things are little pinchers, and that works out really well for us because all we've got is metal paper clips. So we need the metal paper clips in to pinch right in there so they hold in place. All right, cool. So I'm going to take one of these paper clips, put it on the negative side,
which would be the minus side of the battery.
Which is the minus side of the battery. And I'm going to take the other paper clip and put it on the positive side. And it's very important when you're doing this to not let the paper clips touch. Because, DJ, what happens if the paper clips touch?
It makes like little electric spark come out of it.
Yes, because we did that earlier. It's kind of scary. So make sure the paper clips don't touch if they're in there. So I got one on the positive, one on the negative, okay? So all I need to do basically is make sure that the negative one,
is on the negative side of the battery.
And I already told you guys that the negative
is the metal lines on the side.
Okay, and the positive is what?
The button on the top.
Okay, so you just got to be, well, a little bit careful here to try to figure out how you can get the negative on negative and positive on positive at the same time. So I'll just see if I can just maybe...
Now the blue light's coming on.
The blue light's coming on. I don't know if you guys can see that there now. Hold up the phone. Okay, you can see the blue light on. So there you can see the battery light on the phone coming on. So it's charging there right now. It doesn't have a lot of charge. We'd have to probably do this for a while, but anyway, that's it. Yeah, so if you ever need to charge a phone when the power's out, some kind of emergency.
And it's still going on.
There. All done. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching.